We're going to start your lesson, actually. I'm going to ask you about your listening experience that you had this week where we watched, actually I was watching along, we watched two players at one piano, just like you and me are at one piano, and I sent over this wonderful Haydn duet. Haydn was a composer that lived in the classical era in the 1700s. That's a long time ago. Around the time of Mozart. You've heard about Mozart? Have you heard of Mozart? Yeah. And actually, we're going to watch this a little together, just a little bit of it, and then I'm going to ask you your response to it. So we just heard that beautiful duet, and what did you think about it? Could you describe it to me a little bit?
It was like they were echoing. So like first it was darker, like down here, and then it was lighter up here.
That makes sense. So those were echo phrases. Which person echoed?
The lady who was on the higher side of the piano.
That's right. And did she sometimes play very soft, and did she sometimes play the same level of loudness as the man played?
Both.
Yeah, that was very interesting. I thought it was quite interesting when she really echoed very, like, silkily, like it was so silky soft. What about the arms of the players, like the woman player? How did she use her arms?
She was like this.
Right, it was very graceful. And the two of them, did they listen carefully to each other?
Yeah.
Do we do that when we play? So we're going to do that today. We're going to maybe do little echo phrases, which means I might ask you to play your part. If you're on the right side of me, you'll be like the lady was. And I'll say, play a little echo very, very in a silky way. We're going to try that today, okay? Okay. So actually, let's open up your book, and I would like to start with the newest pieces today. And in fact, I play on the left side of you because you play a higher part than I do. And you know, the person that sits on the right side, when you play four hands piano, are we playing four hands or four hands at one piano? The person who plays the higher part is called the primo, Primo. And the person who plays to the left, the bass part, the deeper part of the piano, although this can change sometimes, but for the most part, the person on the left side is the secondo, like means second player. So here's what we're going to do with In a Garden. Can we tap the rhythm first, just get the rhythm together? I'm going to give you a group of, is it 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll tap the rhythm. Okay, I'm going to give you 8 counts with my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See the winding footpath and the lovely bird bath. Okay, this time let's go right over to and the lovely bird bath and say it very softly because that's our echo phrase. Okay, we're going to go right into that after 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And good, we're all set to play now. So your echo phrase is going to be silky soft. Let's use finger number 3 today, okay? Because sometimes I'll say finger 2 and sometimes I'll say finger 3. I like the way you're setting up your hands so nicely. Okay, I'm going to give us only one set of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's exactly what we're doing, really taking the first phrase and echoing it, but you're doing it. When you go footpath, I want to point something out. If you said footpath, would you go footpath? Or would you go footpath? What would you do? What, if you were a singer, what would you do? Right, it would taper down the phrase. It's a natural feeling. Let's sing it together because I think by singing it we could phrase it nicely. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See the winding footpath. Soft. And the lovely bird path. See, because when you sang it, it was a natural shaping of the line. So that's what we want to do when we play it together. That's what we're going to do a little bit this time, a little bit more. Okay, let's get back in that position. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See the Oh, that was so much better. I really liked how you tapered down your line. That was beautiful. Okay, inchworm. Let's hear inchworm by yourself first. I'll give you 8 counts, okay? When I get set up.
Should I go down there? Yeah.
Okay, so inchworm, actually, I'm going to show you where the teacher part is and where the student part. So the student part's going to be here.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. And here, I really have to show you that because we don't read music yet, but the teacher sees what the student is supposed to do. That's right. Okay, so you're starting higher, but you're still echoing. You can echo when you go lower too, right? Echo means get softer, and it's the same melody, right? The same melody twice, right? Okay, so if you're going to echo softer, what do you have to do the first time?
Louder.
A little bigger, right, exactly. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inchworm, punch your back I like what you did on the second group of notes because at the very end you tapered the last half note. I also would like to hear you taper this half note of the first phrase. So when you say back up, it's a little less, right? Now overall you're at deeper dynamic level, you're bigger, but you're still tapering that note. And even though you're getting softer, you're still tapering the last note. But they're at a different level of tapering, right? Because if you're in a bigger universe of sound, your tapering is a little more. And in your smaller universe of sound, your tapering is less. Is that right? But it's still going down. Okay, let's do it together. I love this one because it does sound like an inchworm, doesn't it, with the teacher part? Okay, so give me a little bigger sound on the inchworm first phrase and then the echo is softer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,